Hi, this is Mato. Welcome to my online chess lecture. In this video I will show you a game between Hikaru Nakamura and Fabiano Caruana. This is a game from Magnus Carlsen Invitational Rapid Tournament 2020. Nakamura had white pieces and he started with d4. Caruana played d5, c4, the queen's gambit, c6, the Slav defense, maybe, knight to f3, knight to f6, queen to c2. D takes on c4, queen takes on c4, bishop to f5, g3, e6, bishop to g2, bishop to e7, and both players castled king's side. White to move. Knight to c3 is the most played move. Nakamura played queen to b3, queen to b6, knight from b to d2, knight from b to d7, knight to c4 attacking the queen, queen to a6. If queen takes on b3, a takes on b3, and the white rook is on the semi-open file. Queen to a6, bishop to f4, knight to b6, bishop to d6, rook from f to e8, knight from f to d2, rook from a to d8, bishop takes on e7, rook takes bishop, e3, knight takes on c4, knight takes on c4, bishop to e4, rook from f to c1, bishop takes on g2, king takes on g2. It is nearly equal. White has 2 pawns in the center and black has only 1. So, Caruana played this clever move. c5. D takes on c5, queen to c6 check, king to g1, queen takes on c5, and it is about equal. Queen to a3, rook to c7. Perhaps queen takes queen should have been considered. Back to our game. Rook to c7, queen takes on c5, rook takes queen. White to move. How would you continue? Nakamura played knight to d6. It is a pretty good move. Rook takes rook, check, rook takes rook. Black to move. g5 was played. If rook takes knight, then rook to c8 check, and white wins. Back to our game. So Caruana played g5 to avoid back rank problems. It is white to move. What would you do in this position if you had white pieces? I guess knight takes pawn was expected. Nakamura played rook to c8. Let's take it back. If knight takes on b7, then black may play rook to d2. Rook to b1 is a bad move because of knight to g4. And what else? If a4, rook takes on b2, knight to d6, and now black has rook to b6 and a knight to g4. Back to our game. Nakamura played this awesome move, rook to c8, forcing black to trade rooks. Rook takes rook, knight takes rook. a6, knight to d6, b5, knight to b7, king to f8. Naturally, black wants to centralize the king. Knight to c5, the white knight continues to chase the pawns. a5, knight to b3, a4, knight to d4. b4, knight to c6. There is an impression that white knight is a better piece than the black knight. Black to move. a3 was played. Let's take it back. If b3, a takes on b3, a takes on b3, knight to d4. Back to our game. a3 was played. White to move. To take on a3 or to play b3. What would you do? Nakamura played b3. Let's take it back. If b takes on a3, b takes on a3, knight to d4, knight to d5, after knight to b5, knight to b4, knight takes on a3, knight takes on a2, and the game would end in a draw. Back to our game. So, b3 was played, knight to d5, white to move, e4 was expected, but Nakamura played another very good move, f3. Let's take it back. If e4, knight to c3, knight takes on b4, knight takes on e4, and if knight to c2, knight to c3, knight takes on a3, knight takes on a2, and black is fighting back. Back to our game. f3, very clever move. Knight takes on e3, knight takes on b4, knight to d1, king to f1, knight to c3, king to e1, king to e7, king to d2. The white king is where the action is. Knight to b5, king to d3, e5, knight to c2, intending king to c4, king to e6, king to c4, attacking the defender of the pawn on a3, knight to d6 check, king to c5. It doesn't look good for black, does it? But Caruana didn't give up. h5 was played. Knight takes pawn on a3, g4, f takes on g4, h takes on g4, knight to c2, f5, intending f4 and creating a dangerous passed pawn. Maybe. Knight to e3, knight to e4, check. Let's take it back. If f4, then g takes on f4, pawn takes pawn on f4, knight takes on g4, and white wins. Back to our game. So in this position, knight to e4 check, intending knight to f6 and then pushing the pawn. King to c6, knight to f6, a4, f4, knight to f1, f3, a5, knight to d5. It is white to move, and this is now the most critical position of this endgame. How would you continue in this position if you had white pieces? Hikaru Nakamura played the best move, king to c5. Let's take it back. The passed pawns must be pushed. True or false? But this move has a tiny downside. The knight to b4 check, and after say king to b5, knight takes on a6, king takes knight e4, and white is no longer winning. Let's play a few more moves. b4, king to e5, b5, king to d4, b6, e3, b7, e2, and it is black who is winning now, believe it or not. Okay, let's play a few more moves. Knight to d2, then the pawn is pushed and promoted to queen. If check, king to c3, if white gets a queen, then queen to e2 check. King to b6, f2, black is winning. Back to our game. King to c5, preventing knight to b4 check. Absolutely the best move. e4, and now king to d4, excellent play by Nakamura. King to d6, king takes on e4, king to c5, white played a move and black resigned, and the move is a6, Caruana resigned. If knight goes to c7, then a7, after king to b4, king to f5, king takes on b3, king takes pawn on g4, king to c3, king takes pawn on f3. And I guess we can stop here. Brilliantly played endgame by Hikaru Nakamura. What do you think of this game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.